Hello, friendly people. Oh, excuse me. Okay, some little recaps of the day. I spent most of my day sleeping, resting, recovering because I knew I was going to need it. And then we basically spent like 2 or 3 hours setting up.
I love your hair color.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, girl. I appreciate it. And we...
I'm not checking
Girl, check it out. Check it, girl. Thank you. We spent some time setting up. I got some clips of that. And then we went to eat. I just got ready because I am recording this week's episode of the podcast because someone's got to work around here. And I was supposed to do it Friday. And I was like, oh, I won't do it Friday because I'm going to have time. Bitch, never have time. So I'm trying to sneak in to this place. Earlier the gate was open, but now it's not. Fuck, because it's really cute. It's really cute. It's really cute in here. I had to go in here and double check. And the gate is open. Fuck yeah. I'm breaking it. Okay, look, I fucking got in. Look how fucking cute. Are you kidding? It's so cute. This is where I'm gonna do the episode. Look. Obsessed. Literally obsessed. You guys are already gonna see this by now, but this is our gorgeous background. Okay, girl, happy Monday and welcome back to the Girl Stop Talking podcast. I posted on my story, what's a myth about sex that you believed for way too long? And I'm going to tell you, girlfriend, that men actually know what they're doing. I fucking believe that too. I always thought, I'm like, what do you mean? He's a guy. He's going to know how to get me off. He's going to know what I want. I'm going to be able to have a good time. And that's why I literally had a whole ass baby before I had an orgasm. Would you believe that? Because it's true that sex was only to have a kid and not for fun. Seriously, we were the generation that grew up with abstinence. And if you get pregnant, or if you have sex, you will get pregnant and die. Like, for real? Everybody take some rubbers? But no, it's about exploration. It's about fun. It's about feeling good in your body. It's about connection. Like, I think that's the biggest thing that should be taught. Like, imagine if we learned that sex was about connection and feeling, like, invigorated and being connected with another person. I think people would not just be throwing it all around all the time. I mean, maybe, have a couple drinks. You never know what you're going to get. Okay. That it's only meant for one partner. Again, like some of these very traditional values, it's like if you grew up in a religious background or a religious household, it's like you get married, you have sex, you make babies, and then you die. That's it. So it's experiencing people, pleasure, intimacy, like that connection. It's so much more. This is a good one. This was from a man, that women like big dicks. That's hilarious. I think there's a dick for every woman. Like some size queens, they're like pop off girl, could not be me. I love a boyfriend dick. You know what I mean? I think a dick too big. Like I know men care more about their penis size than women do. First of all, that's for one. And that's just the tall tale of time. I think like there is such thing as a too big of a dick. Like I want to be able to enjoy myself. I don't want to feel like I have to bear the fuck down just to get off. I mean, or to like quite literally rearrange my guts. I don't want to be in the ER. I just want to have a good time, Okay. That you get pregnant and die. Okay, Miss Mean Girl. What a great movie though, that you will get a UTI from too much of it. Half true. I think that's the other thing. We don't get taught that. I know for myself, I didn't get taught that you have to pee after sex. I didn't understand that until I got raging UTIs. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, why does this keep happening? And the doctor's like, well, are you peeing after sex? I'm like, girl, no. She's like, ew. And I'm like, ew. And, I wish there was more people that wrote in, but I can only do so much. I'm trying to think of what's a myth that I thought for too long. I think mine is just that each man is going to be able to know exactly what you like in the bedroom. Like, no, they don't. You have to speak up, and you have to understand what you like in the bedroom. I think mine was, every man will know what you like. Fucking myth. Who would have thought masturbation is key?
Girl.
Are you still talking? Girl, stop talking. Hello and happy fucking Monday, bitches. I'm here in this gorgeous courtyard. I snuck in. Hopefully we don't get caught mid-recording. Otherwise, you know what? Maybe it's good for the content, Fuck it. This episode was originally gonna be about moving on from toxic relationships, and I'm like, you know what? No, I need something fun. I need something lighthearted. I want to indulge you guys and engage and spend some time talking about like what's really going on in real time. I thought this was going to be a pre-recorded episode. Girl, I had so much shit going on. I could not get that done before I left. So, I'm like, you know what? I have about 40 minutes, maybe. I'm gonna go. I spotted this earlier. I was like, I'm gonna go set up in this gorgeous courtyard. Like, do you see this? Are you kidding? And I'm gonna fill you in on exactly what's been going on. A couple of things. First of all, we are in Nashville. As most of you know, we're here for the Stimulate event. If you haven't followed them, go give them a follow. We have a booth on the trade room floor this year, which is so awesome. I'm seriously so grateful. We got it all set up today. And we're here talking about sex, wellness, and having, open and honest conversations with tons of products and vendors and doctors and therapists and adult entertainers. Everyone in the space is here, and we're all here to have fun and talk about sex, which is amazing. So half work, half play. We got to indulge ourselves yesterday because we got here a day early. But before I go into the festivities of last night, I kind of want to give you a rundown of what has happened so far. When I decided to come out here this year, if you guys have been longtime listeners, you know that I was here last year. Last year I came as media, so it was just me doing interviews, doing recordings, and it was a lot of fun, but I was lost. I didn't really know what to expect or where my place was. And, after the first couple hours, I kind of figured it out, which was great. And I'm just coming back in this year with a bigger opportunity. I told myself this year that I wanted to do more things that scared me, more live events, more public speaking, or just engaging in real time. I'm sure I've talked about this before, but public speaking scares the shit out of me. But I'm gonna be on stages one day, live podcasting. So we got to get over that, girl. We got to dip our toes in and truly get a taste for what this life is like, because that's where we're going. We're going on up. And so I had a really cool opportunity to have a booth on the trade room floor. We set a whole podcast set up, and the only reason I was able to make any of this happen truly was because my dad drove from Arizona to fucking Nashville with all of my podcast stuff, the chairs that I had purchased to help me set up. We had some minor difficulties. I didn't buy big enough stuff, but again, this is our first year, and you live and you learn. the show must go on. So we made it work. It's going to look so great. And I'm feeling so grateful for this opportunity. The other thing we get to do is there's going to be a live pink carpet event at this theater, the Weirland. Oh, I don't know what it's called. I forget. It's this theater just a couple blocks away. They do shows there. That we're hosting a pink carpet event. So Chance and I are live hosting this event, the pink carpet. We're not like on stage talking and stuff, but like as people come in, there's going to be a videographer, there's going to be photographers, stuff like that. And we get to talk and chat and gossip with people about their experience, like things that they've learned, little things like that about the show. And this is like my step into doing more lives. Oh my God, I just see a squirrel. Oh my God, he's so cute running through the trees. No, literally, I just squirreled. I will have a vlog of this whole experience up on the YouTube shortly after. Give me a week or so to get it all together, but I'm going to be discussing in full detail. Well, you'll see things and how they happen in real time. The vlogging and working is so hard. Like, honestly, give props to these creators that do that shit and do it well, because I am truly struggling. It's like thinking about having to operate a camera while real life is happening is insane. First of all, we talk about it a little bit already, but Chance literally would have slept through his alarm and missed his flight if it wasn't for me pounding and knocking on his door at 5:50 in the morning. So we had like a little bit of a scare, but I knew, I was like, you know what, as soon as I get there, he's going to wake up. We'll be in the car ready to go. We make it to the airport. One thing about me is like, I love to not feel any other stress or pressure when I go to the airport, because I feel like it's just high pace, fast action. Like I want to have enough time to like stop at the bar, have a cocktail, get a little buzz, spend fucking $50 on alcohol because you're at the airport and you're on vacation, you're getting excited, you're ready to go. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I just want my drink before we go. So it all works out. We get to the airport, we have a drink, we're sitting by our gate, or so we thought, okay? And we're like, okay, we have a couple minutes until it starts boarding. And then I'm like looking at the sign and it says Milwaukee, and I'm like, this isn't it. So then I'm in the bathroom and I check my phone. We're supposed to be at a different gate. Luckily, C4 is where we thought we were going to be. C1 is where we needed to be. So they were like diagonal from each other. But then Chance calls me and he's like, while I was in the bathroom, and he's like, no, Tatum, it's D14. We have to be at D14. I'm like, that's on the other side of the airport. What are you talking about? We start booking it. I'm like, girl, we have to run. Like, we need to make it there. We can't miss this flight. We start booking it. And then I'm like getting confused. I'm like, are you sure? Because my phone is saying C1. But when we looked at like the screen, it didn't say like in big letters going to Nashville. It said like somewhere else. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So we run halfway to D14, stop. And I'm like, I don't know. We need to find like a board to look at. We run back and then we realize we were at the right gate the whole time. Fucking ridiculous. So we made it. One thing about me, I'm always bringing shooters. So yes, I have my very expensive $20 drink, hard cold cock at the bar. And then I have my little shooters, because you can bring mini shooters through TSA. If you know, you know. The only thing is, if the flight attendants see you, they will say, ma'am, you cannot drink that on board. So you gotta keep it on the low. But one thing about me, I come prepared. I'm a mommy. I'm a mom. So we had drinks on the plane, which was great. We literally chatted the whole way. The flight flew by. We get into Nashville. We immediately, first of all, both of us are on I'm on 4, maybe 5 hours of sleep. I think Chance said he was on 2. So it was like a long day, and we go straight to Broadway. I'm like, we need to go check it out. I want you to see things. Let's game plan for what we want to do tonight. And all this time we're waiting for my dad to get here, because we're all in the same hotel room, and we were able to upgrade our room, which is fucking great. Hopefully you guys fucking care about this. You could literally be like, why am I even listening to this? I don't even care, but I swear it gets better. I have funny stories to share. So these key details are important. We go down to downtown Broadway. We just like do a lap, have a couple drinks. We go back and we just rest. We're like, you know what? We need a solid 2-3 hours to just veg. And before we go out all night, my dad finally gets here, brings all the stuff, and we're getting ready to go. Okay, wait, this is so funny. I gotta call my dad out a little bit. My Chance was like sitting, he's like, is it okay that I'm gonna be in full drag? I'm like, girl, yes, be yourself. Like, we need to give my dad some exposure therapy. Listen, I love my dad. He's from a different generation, okay? There's a little embedded, ingrained, toxic masculinity with that man. And like, he truly is a sweetheart and he means well, but it's not something that I think he's like been involved with or been around or, you know, so I think it's different for him. So we're exposure therapy. We are giving him exposure therapy. Chance does full glam. I do full glam. My dad's like, well, you guys are making me feel a little left out. Like, do I need full glam? Stop. We end up all going out together and I'm like, this is hilarious. I know you guys have already watched my Instagram story of us going out, just a girl, gay, and her dad, you know? And I've never gone out with my dad before. You know, I like to say, like, my family's really boring. We all come from, like, I come from a long line of recovering addicts. You know? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They're all sober now. It's like, I've never gotten the opportunity that, like, a lot of people my age get to have with their parents and, like, go out and have a couple drinks or go to the bars or whatever. And I mean, that could be a whole other podcast, like talking about how that's just so normalized in society. Like, why isn't more so sober things normalized? But for another day, girl. We end up going out to the bar. And first of all, okay, it is so humid today. Like, I'm really trying to not touch my face, but I am, it is wet, what a leak outside up in here. Not the good kind. Flashback. I wrote notes, I don't know if you can see this, of things that happened last night with my father, okay? So the first bar that we actually went to was the John Bon Jovi bar, and it was definitely a good pastime for my dad because they were playing like 80s rock and they have live bands. It's so funny because my dad, people used to call him Bon Jovi, and I wish that I had time to like edit this episode in the way that I want to because I would totally show you a photo. You know what? We might put it in. We might put that photo in of what my dad used to look like, okay? And so he was really reminiscing on those old days. And one of the things that I was just like dying that he told me, he was like, you know, I gotta tell you something funny. The first time I saw your mom was at a John Bon Jovi concert. And I was like, oh my God, who's that hot chick? And it's so funny because like my parents did not get along. Like I don't have like, my childhood, I don't have like stories of like them getting along, hanging out together. Like we didn't even have our first Christmas all together until Deegan was 2. I was 21, something like that, 20. That was the first time I had both of my parents like in the same house for Christmas. And so it's so interesting to me to like hear them share stories where they're like, oh yeah, like I saw your mom and I was like, that girl is hot. But then he goes, and my dad was saying like, the first time I saw her was at a John Bon Jovi concert. And then the second time I saw her was when we were at this wellness retreat. Anyways, I just think it's so funny to like hear my parents. I also called my mom and we were like, because she was watching my story and we were like discussing like the same story. And she's like, yeah, I remember like seeing your dad and be like, oh, there's that hot guy. And it's just so funny to like hear my parents refer to each other in that way because I mean, it's like, come on, you guys, enough time has gone by. Like, let's drop the hatchet, you know? We can't still be holding a grudge for this long. But I just thought it was so interesting because it's not just something I'm used to. So we're going to do a hard pivot because I got to tell you, in this bar, in this bar, there was this singer girl, and she was popping off, like long blonde hair. She's in like this tight butterfly one piece, and she's like whipping her hair around, and she's got like body chains on her, and she has like, it's like a body harness. She has like a neck harness with like one of the rings. And my dad, he goes, she's probably, she looks really good, okay? This girl, like, she be looking good. The Botox hitting, the cheekbones snatched. And he sees the necklace and he's like, she's looking really good, but she probably is wearing that necklace to like hide her wrinkles. Okay, listen, if we said what we said, if he always was out here saying what he'd be saying, he'd be canceled in all 50 states. Okay, I get it, but bear with me. And I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, oh no, Dad. She's wearing that because I think she's wearing that because she likes to be held down. He's like, I wish I could have gotten the facial expressions. I'm like, he's like, oh my God, what? No, that is wild. Like, women like that? I'm just like, do you know why we're here? Having these experiences, they're just so funny and so chaotic. My dad is such a worrywart, and like, love him to pieces, but I'm like, where was that worry when I was sneaking out until 3 a.m. getting arrested on the side of the road? You know what I mean? Like, it's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it? Because I'm like, we're fine. But you bet your ass, my dad and his worry little wart brain was like, I'm going to be out with them all night. And that's exactly what he did. And I'm like, listen, I want to ride a bull. I'm trying to ride a bull. I want to put my Daisy Dukes on and get like a hot picture and like have these titties bouncing. And my dad's like, you're not riding that bull. You're not doing it. You can't do it if you get hurt. What if you get hurt? Like, you have stuff to do. You can't get hurt. I'm like, it's on an inflatable bounce house. Nobody's gonna get hurt. Can you imagine I like ride the bull, break a tooth? That would be fucked. Honestly, like, I have shit to do. I'm not gonna try that hard. I just want the video. You know what I mean? I want a couple pics. I want the video. I feel like the last time I came here, I didn't ride a bull. Like, I want to ride a bull. I don't think that's too much to ask. And you know what I'm not having? Let me tell you something. It was so fun to like see my dad enjoying the music and just out and having a good time. He's like always working, and he's finally found like a passion for music, which I love. But he would just work himself literally to the grave. Like, if he had the option, which that's exactly what's happening. And it's just like so nice to find that joy and see that joy like in your parents as you're getting older and like when you're an adult yourself. And then like, we're like in this 80s rock bar, he's dancing, he's grooving, he starts like busting down some moves, and then it hit me. I got the ick. And I was like, these moves look too familiar. And then I realized him, my dad, and my man have the same dance moves. And I was like, what? I mean, listen, they're 12 years apart. That's still like over a decade, but goddamn, why are you like, I can't do it. I'm like, I told my dad that. He's like dying laughing. I can't wait to tell my man because he's going to think that's probably hilarious too. But I'm like, I literally just got the ick, A, B, C, D, F, G. We got to go. We got to go, girl. It's so funny too because like my dad's always trying to embarrass me, which he hasn't been able to do successfully. And I just think it's funny. And, you know, that was like all night last night. He's trying to embarrass me. He's like walking behind me, seeing guys checking me out. And he's like, that's my daughter. That's my daughter. He like does a flex on him, you know? And, oh my God, ow. Hold on, stand by. My mic was like pinching my titty, girl. What the hell? And it was just so funny to see him like react with people because listen, like I think people now in the day-to-day life, like there's so much diversity in life that like Chance going out with full fucking glam doesn't fucking matter. You know, it's like guys will come up, more guys stop us when Chance is with me. Girls are pulling us left and right. And like, I think it was fun for my dad to kind of see that full circle because it's not something that he's used to. And then we're like sitting in the bar and this guy has like these glitter pointed toe boots on. And I'm like, those boots aren't really matching that man. I wonder what's going on. Because my dad made a comment about it. This guy has like, look at his boots. And I'm like, oh my God, those are like full glam. But I'm like, some things, it's not giving. It's not like the boots don't match the man, you know? My dad turns around. Oh my God. Ew. There's buggies. Oh my God. My dad turns around and says something to this guy. And he's like, and the guy's taking off the boots. And what ended up happening is the guy was wearing the boots for his girlfriend. First of all, full fucking slay. We love a man that can not give a fuck about the perspective and help out his woman. He was like, babe, your feet hurt? No problem. Wear my shoes. Take a load off. I'd carry you on my back if I could. Why don't you just slip on my shoes? I'll put your shoes on. How bad could they be? You know, like I could imagine the conversation. And my dad goes up to him and says something. And I'm like, oh God, what's going on? You know, because like I said, canceled in all 50 states, girl. I'm like, we might be in Nashville, but what is going on? He comes back and I'm like, what did he say? And he's like, I went up to that guy and he was like, I'm like, what are you doing wearing your girlfriend's boots? Like thinking it's so funny. This is what my dad says verbatim. The guy turns around and goes, well, when you have a cock as big as mine, it doesn't matter what you wear. And my dad, I'm like, I can't make this up. He was like, I'll just shut my fucking mouth. He's like, I couldn't even say anything. I'm like, he fucking got me. I'm like, listen, we love a man. We love a man that can lean in. There's nothing wrong with that. Overall, the whole experience was so fun, but like low key, I'm like, when are we going to be able to have a moment? You know, we ended up, I was like, okay, I have a plan. We're going to go to a bar, our kind of music, rap, hip hop, you know, like newer stuff from like when we were in high school, fun party music. And I was like, and then I'm going to go in the crowd because I'm like, I just want to dance. I want to like be able to shake my ass, have a good time, have a moment to just like be myself without thinking like, is my dad watching me? Is he in the background? And I think my dad kind of I think he got it, you know, he understood and he ended up going on his own path for a little while, for like, until the end of the night. It was maybe like 40 minutes or something like that. And Chance and I were on the dance floor, fucking getting it. And we ended up going to meet up with him to get food. And then, oh my God, and then this birthday girl, she's like solo by herself in a full black bodysuit, looking good, very, very drunk, okay? She's like, has some guy like standing by her, taking pictures of her. And I asked her, I'm like, she like fell twice. She was like inside the food truck. She's like throwing fucking ketchup packets at people through the window. I'm like, oh my God, this girl is lit. Ah! Oh my God. I keep freaking out because I think they're bugs. There's not. It's just like leaves. And I asked her, I was like, do you know this man? And she's like, I have no idea who he is. And I'm like, okay. And then he comes up and he's like, no, I'm her boyfriend. And she goes, yeah, you want to come home with me tonight? You can come home with me tonight. And I'm just like, listen, it is not my place to say the hoe, okay? I mean, I am a girl's girl through and through, but I am not going to be Miss Save a Hoe. I'm not getting involved. I'm like, I can see my dad like freaking out, like, oh my God, what is this? It's so funny. The dad energy is like so hard. Like even for me to come down here and record this, I was like, okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna go do a recording. And he's like, okay, like be safe. Where are you gonna go? Don't go down that alleyway. I'm like, please don't start. If you weren't even here right now, you'd have no idea what's going on. So we're trying, like hoping tonight listen, because we have things to do. Right now, there's like this mixer that's going on until 9 with people from the event. We're gonna go there. Chance wants to go to a gay bar. I still want to ride a bull. Like, we have shit that we gotta do, and there's not a lot of time to do it because the next 2 days are on, sister. Like, I'm not gonna be able to update you guys until next Monday, and there will be more episodes out other than what you see on social media because there will be a lot of posting. But we have 2 full days. Tomorrow, we have this convention from 9 to 5, Monday and Tuesday. We are going to be live chatting, networking, podcasting all day. I have already talked with 2 doctors, a therapist, and another girl in the industry that are going to be on for longer term interviews for the show, and I've run into some people that I already know, so it is just going to be like fucking go time. And if it was anything like last year, all these people are going to be so excited to be here, and they're all going to want to go out afterwards. We as Arizonans are 2 hours behind Nashville, so getting up is like hard in itself. A 9 a.m. start is like 7 a.m. already for us. So we're getting up like 5 a.m. basically in our time to be ready for the show, and then it's full on all day, and then we have to do a little kickball change, rinse and repeat, outfit change, freshen up, because then at like 5 o'clock we're hosting the pink carpet, and then we have that event, and I'm like, and I know people are going to want to go out, excuse me, after. And then we have to do it Tuesday all over again. And then right after the show on Tuesday, we're packing everything up and running to the airport because we have an 8:35 flight and the show ends at 5. It's literally the next 2 days are gonna be wild, and man, it's gonna be a lot. I'm excited. I think that this is just like, and I feel like I say this so good, but this is a part of the manifestation, you know, like this is just the beginning of like bigger opportunities, and I am just feeling very grateful and excited and like ready to go. I know this was like not a regular episode. I hope you guys liked having a little inside scoop and story time, and we're just gonna have to wrap it up like that. We're gonna have to wrap it up because it is hot out here. I have to get this edited and scheduled, and I'm just rambling at this point. I don't even have anything going on.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I gotta go, girl.